right.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. I've got the legendary Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, tonight. Shaq, when I say Pelican, comes to mind for you.
Well, I don't know about Pelican, but I know if you say Gazelle, you would have to say that's the way this big kid runs the floor so gracefully. Reed Anthony Gazelle Davis.
He can block some shots for you, too. I mean, he has...
This good kid is fabulous, and I know he was injured his first couple years, but now he's very gazelle-ish.
But he's still a Pelican, technically.
No, a gazelle. They have gazelles in Louisiana.
Oh,
yes, they do. They might look like deer, but they run like gazelles. So, run like a gazelle, look like a gazelle, it's a gazelle, Ernie.
Well, we'll get research on that right away. Meantime, let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Let's meet your Memphis Grizzlies. Number 21, Tayshaun Prince. Number 9, Tony Allen. Number 11, Mike Conley. Number 50, Zach Randolph. Number 33, Marc Gasol. Your head coach is David Yeager.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's Western Conference NBA action, the Memphis Grizzlies here at home. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Well, and somewhat surprisingly, they actually lost the season series last year, and playoff status apparently meant nothing when it came to how they matched up.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, the backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Evans in at the 3, the small forward. Pelicans on D. And Clark, they should not have dropped that series. I mean, that was just sloppy.
I agree with you, Kevin. I think some teams just get underestimated. Plenty of teams can give you trouble if you assume you're going to come in and use them as a doormat. You got to be ready to play every time you lace them up.
The shot's good from Randall.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. That's where they can win this game if they dominate there.
Now here's Gordon. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Gordon outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed, and sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Now here's Allen. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Holiday against Conley. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
That doesn't go either for Allen. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday goes in. He kicks it to Ashik. Evans outside. New Orleans moving it around. Gordon against Prince. Fires top of the key. And it's blocked. Gordon against Conley. And stolen by Gordon. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Great work getting in the shooter's face and then getting back to the boards to grab the rebound.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Dave Yeager. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Thanks, Doris.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Randolph, a screen on Holiday. Conley, the pass to Randolph. Puts it up from 7. Gasol, no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Ashik with it. Gasol covering. From about 16. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, a great effort.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Inside to Gasol. Gasol can't get that one to fall. The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Ashik. Gordon, the pass to Ashik. 6 to shoot. So the Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Conley. Prince dishes to Gasol. The pass to Conley. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. The 15-footer. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, the defender was on him like glue, all up in his airspace. That's a very low percentage shot against that kind of D.
Yeah, you're right. Best not to force it when you've got someone draped all over you like that. You got to move the ball on.
Now here's Gordon. Left side Gordon. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Holiday against Conley. Now here's Prince. Tight defense on him. Good.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
New Orleans in the lead. Holiday with it. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Gordon kicks to Evans. Over to the left wing. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, you look at Drew Holiday's shooting percentage last season, good across the board, but his rate of three-pointers and free throws relatively low. If he can make those a bigger part of his offensive game plan, he could really take off.
Now here's Allen, looking for his first basket still in this one. Shoots a 3, and he gets it to go. And that ties it up. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And for Holiday, an excellent catch and shoot player, Clark from outside.
And that's really been a nice fit with the personnel in New Orleans. With other guards who work well with the ball in their hands, Holiday equally effective playing off the ball.
Looking now at some numbers for Zach Randolph. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 17 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his other contributions, obviously, but the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Allen against Gordon. Allen passes to Gasol. Back to Allen. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. The Pelicans trail. Outside Holiday. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
Drew Holiday, going into last season, traded from the Sixers to the Pelicans in exchange for 2 first-round picks. A win-now move for the Pelicans, clearly. But he ended up only playing a little over 2 months after a stress fracture in his ankle.
And for Holiday, an All-Star in 2013, but Steve, he's still very young.
Yeah, just going into his 6th season in the league. And remember, he only played 1 year of college at UCLA, so still very young, still a lot of upside, very talented point guard.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he's good on the second. Well, for the Pelicans, Steve, going for the playoffs last season, they did give up a lot of their financial flexibility.
Well, big contracts for Tyreke Evans and Drew Holiday. You know, they've established their court. Now they have to make internal improvement to take that next step.
Now here's Randolph. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kufis checked in for Memphis. Lee comes in for Allen. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. The Pelicans shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
And, you know, much like the Holiday trade gave away some valuable assets, the Pelicans also lost some pieces with the Evans signing, trading away 2 starters in Gravis Vasquez and Robin Lopez. They're hoping what they've added will outweigh the losses. And typically in trades, and when you're trying to build a playoff-type team, you have to give up value to get value.
Here's Holiday. He has 5. Pass to Evans. Anderson, a screen on Carter. Evans dishes to Ashik. And that's Evans penetrating. 6 to shoot. Lee against Gordon. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, you talk about the big contracts for the Pelicans. Eric Gordon, actually their highest paid player. And you know, he was a nice return piece in that Chris Paul trade. But injuries have bothered him. And at times he's seemed unhappy in New Orleans. We'll see if he can turn the corner with this young club.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Evans. Drops it in from 11 feet.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And Carter has it in the corner. Here's Prince, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Evans. Back to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Conley kicks to Kufis. Prince outside. They set the screen. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And another basket for Memphis.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Here's Holiday. Kuzma's with the block, and they get it back. Evans passes to Holiday. For three, Gordon. It's rebounded by Memphis.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the opening tip.
Now here's Lee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Conley gets the bucket.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places. Guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Udrich is checked back in. New Orleans also making some changes. John Salmons, he's checked in for Evans. Fredette comes in for Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Rivers. Vince Carter grabs the miss.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Lee. They're leading by 8. Now Udrich. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Rivers kicks to Asik. To the inside. Fredette dishes to Salmons. Asik, the pass to Salmons. Drops one in from the wing. 59 seconds left in the first. And Udrich kicks to Carter. 16 feet away. Asik pulls it in. Asik's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now here's Rivers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Udrich, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yeah, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
And here's Fredette. Anderson with the ball. Wanted now by Prince. Rivers kicks to Salmons. Off the left rim and out.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Lee passes to Udrich. Dishes it to Lee. 3-pointer. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Lee's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Good if it goes. Shot misses. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 13. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Tune in Friday, November 8th. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And Stephen Clark Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club offensively. They are really putting it together.
Not too many speed bumps in the road as they built this lead.
Here's Udrich. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
The Grizzlies were never picked to be a powerhouse in the West last year, but boy, you've got to give that team and that organization an awful lot of credit because they clearly were a team that nobody out West wanted to play.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. Jimmer Fredette is out there with Rivers, and it's Salmons in at the 3 slot. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Davis is not yet a household name, but he's quickly becoming an elite talent. Coach Monty Williams said there are a few power forwards that are rated ahead of him, but the key is winning. When we win, people are going to see how much better he is than those guys. He's right there with the best in the league. Such a bright young career, Kevin.
A superstar in the making, Doris. Thank you.
Well, it's Memphis' defense and ability to hang tough in close games that makes them such an unattractive opponent to many teams in the West.
The free throw drops for Kufis. And Memphis went 29-23 against the West last year, Clark, and every game seemed to be a close one.
And even when you beat Memphis, Kevin, you feel like you may have you don't feel like you lost, but you know you've really earned the victory because they grind you so hard, and they typically don't beat themselves, which is clearly one of the toughest teams in the West.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, Kosta Koufos was a player the Grizzlies had coveted for a couple of seasons. They ended up trading Jarrell Arthur for him, and I like what they got. A starting caliber center, good value on his contract, excellent defender, really good trade for Memphis.
Now, here is Fredette. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Randolph, a screen on Rivers. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Off target, and Koufos, a great rebounder, has a nice hook shot to score inside.
Yeah, he's not really a floor spacer. He's not a guy that's going to step out and knock down deep perimeter shots, even though he does have European heritage as a player and a man. But he did have a great field goal percentage in Denver, and we'll see if he can get back to that kind of shooting in Memphis.
And so here's Memphis. Jimmer Fredette missing his last shot. The drive by Lee. Second chance shot. Out to Carter. From deep. Carter can't get that one to fall. Pelicans trail by 13. Fredette with it. He's picked up by Lee. Fredette kicks to Rivers. Davis setting the pick for Rivers. And there's the feed to Anderson. Pass to Salmons. Blocked. Here's Udrich. Carter on the wing. Lee outside. For the 3. Tries again. And the layup is good. Koufos has got 4 points this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club.
That's good.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Anthony Davis voted most likely to have a breakout year 2, and the GM's called it right. First-time All-Star, most improved candidate, statistically a top 10 player in the league.
Some changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Allen comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Conley in for Udrich. New Orleans also making some changes. Evans, he's checked in for Salmons. Gordon comes in for Jimmer Fredette, and it's Drew Holiday in for Austin Rivers. Conley dishes to Gasol. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Holiday against Lee. Holiday left side. Buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got 10 points. And you look at the numbers for Davis last season, Clark, around 20 and 10.
And you throw in about 3 blocks and 1.5 steals a game, as well as him upping his scoring while improving his percentages. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Now here's Gasol. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And they're pushing it up. Here's Gordon. Here's Holiday. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Lee outside. He dishes it to Randolph. Here's Conley. No luck. Good D by Holiday.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
And he gets it to go. Gordon's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Conley kicks to Gasol. From 8, and the basket good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Evans has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Conley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Randolph. He takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Randolph's got 6 points. Pelicans trail by 9. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Lee against Gordon. Back to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They've completely dominated the boards here.
Conley kicks to Gasol. A fader. Evans with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Lee with the block. Right side, Lee. Allen outside. Randolph dishes to Conley. He feeds it to Gasol, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Well, a moment now to see the story on Mike Conley. Very nice season for him last year. He put up about 17 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Yeah, I think you're right. You need somebody out there to keep things moving on offense with the reserves. And I think he does just that.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 10. Here's Davis. And the shot is good. Davis has got 6.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Here's Lee. 9 points last game. Screen by Lee. Randolph passes to Conley. Tips it. Gasol trying to free himself up. It's good on the putback. That's now 8 points for Zach Randolph.
Nice tip in. He just seems to have a sense of where the ball's going to end up.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, Zach Randolph enjoying the best years of his career and most sustained success in Memphis. You know, a tricky choice for him this past offseason, deciding whether to opt out of the final year of his contract. In the end, he wanted the security of a longer-term deal.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Pelicans trail by 9. Holiday with it. Davis with a screen on Conley. Holiday goes in. And Zach Randolph opting into the final year of his contract. It would have been strange to see him in another uniform.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the city's really embraced him. He said it's a blue-collar town, and he's a blue-collar player. He's helped to define their style of play, and he really hopes to retire as a Grizzly, and I'd like to see that happen as well.
Be nice.
Yeah.
For New Orleans, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First one falls for him.
It's been a nice game for Holiday. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Zach Randolph. No good on the second free throw.
Well, Marc Gasol missed some time last season with injury, but you can see just how important he is to a team when he's gone. The Grizzlies were nowhere near as imposing when he was sidelined by injury.
Now here's Lee. There's the dish to Gasol. Miller grabs the miss.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Pelicans trailed by 8. And it's Gordon penetrating, and he gets the bucket. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And for Marc Gasol, last season a grade 2 MCL sprain. No surgery required, but he did miss 20 games while recovering, and Memphis struggled during his absence.
Prince setting a pick for Gasol. Soft touch off the glass. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. And last season for Marc Gasol, a bit of a downturn with his numbers.
Yeah, his rebounding fell off a bit, as did his shooting percentages. We'll see how he bounces back this season.
Memphis leading by 6. Conley kicks to Allen. The 10-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Allen's got 5 points so far. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Evans. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. And it's 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Conley dishes to Allen. Kicks it to Prince. Pass to Lee. Clock at 6. The jump hook. That's good. That's now 8 points for Marc Gasol.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Evans up top. Defended by Allen. Gordon kicks to Davis. Back to Gordon. Feeds to Evans. The pass to Holiday. Fires from the wing. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
And it's Conley penetrating. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Evans passes to Gordon. Back to Evans. Pulls it up. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Memphis leading by 6. .135 left now here in the second. Allen kicks to Lee. .11 feet out, and he hits it. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better. New Orleans looked a lot better overall as a team last year than they had the years before, but still a very young club, and it hurt them when they had to travel. Did not play well on the road.
Miller kicks to Evans. On the wing, Gordon. Guarded by Prince. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Pelicans did run into trouble on the road, as you hinted at, Clark. Only 12 road wins on the year for them.
Yeah, they struggled through a number of tough injuries to key personnel. Amazingly, though, that was an improvement from the year before. So you can be patient. Maybe one more year with this young group as it develops and matures, and they'll be ready to turn the corner.
Free throw good, Gordon.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissatisfaction with the situation in New Orleans, rumors, in fact, existed of a rift last season with him and Coach Monty Williams.
Well, that frequently happens on teams that are struggling like the Pelicans did last year. And, you know, sometimes the contract can make a trade more difficult, so he may be stuck in New Orleans. And in the end, you just have to get healthy and deliver and make the best of whatever situation you're in.
Here's Fredette following the score by Vince Carter. Fredette kicks Duashik. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
Clearly, and they've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it here in the second quarter.
For New Orleans, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And he can't get the first one. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. He hits the second from the... There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Vince Carter on the wing. He kicks it to Prince. Back to Carter. 6 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Here's Fredette. The shot is off. And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, you know, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset. Let's try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. The second half about to start here in just a few moments. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. That's good.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Holiday against Conley. Now Holiday, pass to Evans. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. No good with the triple.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the Pelicans with possession here, following the score by Memphis.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Gasol passes to Conley. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. Conley inside the line. Here's Randolph. Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Outside, Davis. Here's Evans. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Conley with it. Evans picks him up. Now here is Conley. He's got 9. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. First in blocks, 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And the thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all those stats, Clark, is the blocks, because number 1 in the league, obviously really protecting the paint. They had good length, a lot of depth, and the overall team defense, the rotations was really solid because we saw players across their roster blocking shots.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid. Mike Conley, a lightning-quick lefty, has never been an all-star, but certainly in the conversation as a two-way player who's been a cornerstone for the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for Conley, drafted 4th overall after 1 season at Ohio State, he's gotten better and better, Clark, with each passing season in the NBA.
And that's testament to his work ethic and his approach to getting better. And last season was his best yet, up to scoring while maintaining his efficiency. And I think he continues to have much better basketball ahead of him.
Here's Holiday following the score by Tayshaun Prince. Got that one up quick. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Gasol, a screen on Holiday. And it's Conley penetrating. No good. Good D by Holiday. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Dishes it to Ashik. The feed to Evans. Trying to get open is Davis. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Conley. Inside to Gasol. Eric Gordon with the rebound. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 10 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
This New Orleans team is now in their 2nd season as the Pelicans. the name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Now here is Holiday. 19 points in the game.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Oh, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
Now here's Allen, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And here's Conley outside.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Ashik dishes to Gordon. Evans outside. On the wing, Gordon. 5 to shoot. Left side, Gordon. And Allen with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Ryan Anderson is checked in for the Pelicans. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Eric Gordon, a gifted scoring guard who's, Steve, been hampered with injuries throughout his young career.
Well, you think about his first 4 seasons, he's missed almost half of his games, and we saw some of that in Indiana as well when he's in college. But hopefully he can find his health and be consistent in terms of his durability, because he is a terrific offensive weapon.
Randolph inside. He's covered by Anderson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
First team foul.
And for Gordon, you know, I think the injuries have also held him back on the court. A steady decline in his scoring efficiency year after year since he came into the league. And this was a guy that had tremendous potential until the wheels started to go south. Strong, explosive, aggressive. And it's a shame that he's been hurt as much as he has the last few years.
Gordon against Prince. Pass to Conley. Allen left side. Conley the pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Good. Prince has got 8 points.
And for Gordon last season, his three-point shooting bounced back, but his field goal percentage still in the low 40s. Injuries perhaps hampering the explosiveness that he'd showed in years past in terms of getting to the rim.
Here's Holiday following the score by Tayshaun Prince. And here's Anderson for 3. And he gets it to go. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Randolph a screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. Into Zach Randolph. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pelicans trail by 13. And here's Anderson for 3. Here's Evans. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Conley kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Randolph. Back to Allen. Memphis moving it around. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You look at what Gasol has done so far. He's got 12 rebounds and 1 assist.
Second team foul. At the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
The first one falls. Lee's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so Gasol nails them both.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guards. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance. A across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Memphis making a change here. Carter's checked in. Point guard definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Anderson outside. Fires, high post, and good on the basket. Book it. Anderson's got 5.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Outside Conley. Lee dishes to Carter and stolen by Gordon. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't get it to go. Prince with the defensive effort. Lee outside. Conley with it. Evans picks him up. Conley the pass to Randolph. Carter kicks to Conley. Shot clock at 6. The 3. No good from Lee. Pelicans trail by 13. Holiday dishes to Ashik. And here's Holiday. 19 points in the game. Outside Gordon. On the wing, Gordon. Baseline jumper. Carter with the block.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Conley. 9 points in the game so far. He feeds it to Randolph. Lee passes to Carter. Traps in the tray. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Holiday with it. And Anderson kicks to Ashik. Anderson a screen on Randolph. Here's Evans. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Conley dishes to Carter. Lee outside. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Ashik, the pass to Gordon. Here's Holiday. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Holiday's got 21.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here is Conley. Now the dish to Lee. Kicks it to Prince. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ashik's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It shows up in the stats a little bit, but they don't tell the whole story. Last year when the Grizzlies were healthy, they were very tough defensively.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Now Conley. He's got 9. Pass to Randolph. The turnaround. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Evans dishes to Holiday. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And now 24 points for Drew Holiday.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Conley the pass to Carter. Prince kicks to Conley. Lee, a screen on Holiday. Outside Conley. Puts it up from 12. Here's Randolph. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Kufis checked in for Prince. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Usher. Comes in for Tyreek Evans. Fredette, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Salmons. Feeds it to Fredette. And there's the pass to Anderson. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Anderson's got 7 points.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Udrich. Randolph, a screen on Rivers. And a wide open look for Lee. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trail by 12. Fredette dishes to Miller. He kicks to Fredette. Pass to Rivers. Lee with the steal. To the middle. Here's Carter, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Fredette following the score by Memphis. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Next up for will be the Suns. That'll be at the U.S. Airways Center. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
You know, that Phoenix game has a lot of attention on him. Well, he defended the shot, got back into play, and grabbed the board. Nice play.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 14. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Live from Houston, it's the real deal.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Conley.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
Pelicans trail by 14. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Salmons. Davis is out there with Miller. Then it's Jimmer, Fredette, and it's Rivers in at the point.
With a young athletic team, talented and getting to the rim, it made sense for the Pelicans to play more up-tempo. 2 seasons ago, they played the slowest pace in the league, but last year, they made a real effort to speed things up.
And with the Pelicans, part of picking up the pace, also creating some turnovers, Clark. Back in the 2012-13 season, this team was dead last in steals.
And that was one of the areas, Kevin, where they really made some improvement as a team. A very good turnover differential, which is always nice to see. They took care of the ball offensively and really tried to pressure and create turnovers defensively.
And Fredette drops them both.
You have to give credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the playoff race to the very end last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
Now Udrih. In the corner, it's Koufos. 6 on the shot clock, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter inside the three-point line. Got a piece of it.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's Salmon's on the wing. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Boy, you said the Grizzlies were the team that nobody wanted to see in the first round, and they showed why with a great series against the Thunder.
Well, they took the Thunder to 7 games. They actually had a 3-2 advantage in that series, but couldn't pull it off. Still a great showing for the Grizzlies as that 7 seed.
Here's Koufos, covered by Miller. Allen for 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 12. And here are the Grizzlies. Carter outside. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Salmons. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by Udrih. Rivers can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Gasol passes to Koufos. And Carter has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Udrih for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pelicans trail by 12. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Miller outside, and the shot is good.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Here's Udrih. He's guarded by Rivers. Gasol against Davis, trying to get back on track. That's good from Gasol, and the assist by Allen. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by Udrih. Davis sets a screen, and it's Salmons in the corner. The feed to Rivers. It's tipped. New Orleans moving it around. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Salmons.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, the fact that Austin Rivers improved substantially in his second season and still has a long way to go tells you how rough his rookie season was. Still a volume scorer, but he's showing signs of being an NBA player, and that's more than you could say 2 seasons ago.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Prince comes in for Koufos, and Mike Conley subbed in for Udrih. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Miller. Evans comes in for John Salmons. Gordon's checked in for Fredette. And it's Holiday in for Rivers. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. His message, I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
In Austin Rivers, the son of Clippers head coach Doc Rivers, taken 10th back in 2012. His pedigree certainly played a part in that.
Yeah, it certainly did, no doubt about it. That cuts both ways when you've got a famous last name. Rivers not the explosive athlete that his father was. He is a creative ball handler. He's got to continue to develop his shot and understanding how to be effective at this level. And I think you've still got to give him some time to see if that can happen.
Pelicans trail by 9. They set the pick. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. Stolen by Michael Conley. Prince setting a pick for Conley. Dishes to Allen. Puts up a three, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Vince Carter. It's Allen on the wing, defended by Gordon. Prince kicks to Randolph. Now here's Conley. Back to Randolph. Shot clock at 5. That's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Conley against Holiday. Tipped away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Randolph. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here they go. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Evans. And that's now 11 points for Eric Gordon.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
The turnaround J, and again, it's Zach Randolph. Randolph's got 10 points in just the second half. Pelicans trail by 14. And here's Holiday. Davis with a screen on Conley. And it's Evans in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Conley with it. Outside Gasol. Prince in the corner. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice cold streak. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Jumper off the screen. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 14 points again thanks to the basket from Davis.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Outside Randolph. Passes to Prince. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Here's Hushik. Gordon with a screen on Gasol. Holiday dishes to Hushik. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Well, Tony Allen in this one, he's got 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
And he makes the first. Allen drops them both.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
Evans against Prince. Evans kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Outside Holiday. Holiday left side. Gordon against Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Gordon. Gordon with another miss. Memphis leading by 19. Now Conley. This all setting the pick for Conley. Prince in the corner. Allen passes to Conley. A three-pointer off the mark. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Evans dishes to Gordon. Back to Evans. Outside Gordon. Evans kicks to Holiday. Unloads. No good off the front iron.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
It's Prince on the wing. Outside Randolph. Memphis moving that ball around. Over in the corner, Gasol. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 19. Gordon, the pass to Holiday. On the wing, Evans, guarded by Prince. Shot clock at 6. There's Gordon with the 3.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
Conley dishes to Prince. Gordon against Conley. Allen kicks to Conley. Beyond the arc. Again, Conley missing.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Davis with a screen on Conley. And that's Evans penetrating. The baseline jumper goes down.
When he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Conley, the pass to Randall. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Prince dishes to Conley. The 10-footer. That's good from Randolph on the assist by Conley. Conley's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for Memphis.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and I think it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. but it was a big-time game for Zach Randolph. He was really important under the basket, making great plays down low and getting in position to pull in all those rebounds.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. Well, Steve, you are general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that the teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
The dish to Randolph. And it's John Salmons with the rebound. New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Grizzlies shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hudrick. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Mark, we've heard Coach emphasize playing strong here in Memphis every night you have in this building. How important is defending home court to the team's morale and focus?
Well, we need to win. We need to win, especially at home. Home is always important, and we need every single one of them.
Protecting your home court, guys, always so important. Mark, thank you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Zach Randolph.